I think we're blessed, first of all, and secondly, I think it's a wonderful evening to celebrate our excellence.
Okay, it's important to celebrate excellence in the business because it motivates the people that work for you. It also encourages them to want to do more. And in the industry, I think it's important to celebrate excellence, especially this year, where we've seen internships running, where a lot of young girls have been introduced to the electrical space, especially in this space.
I feel so excited. I'm nominated on the Female Advertiser of the Year. So I'm hoping for doing. Yeah.
Very excited too. I'm coming for the second time now for the competition. I don't know who's gonna win. But the two guys, I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise.
I think it's good because at least they work towards something. And if they have achieved and they are nominated, then I think it's a boost. And it's a good idea.
You know, this is a marvelous event, and I think it's a way to give back to the contractors because there's not much that we have, and the ECA Awards is the thing that we look forward to, and it's I think we're going to be getting all the awards, Edison Power. So watch the space. Thank you.
Well, I suppose in life we need to celebrate things, and an opportunity we get to celebrate, let us celebrate. And celebrate at work as well. I mean, for us, this is all about work, but for a change, we ought to celebrate, despite the fact that we've been nominated.
This is an industry about safety. It's an industry about what is the essence of living. When our members have not done their job, nobody can have the comforts of life. You will not be able to even apply your makeup at night simply because these guys have not done their job. Because they've done their job, everybody looks great. Because they've done their job, the country is alive. And if you think about it, what's the biggest concern in the country today? It's electrics. It's the fact that there is not enough coal to drive the energy demands of the country. And who moves that energy from the point of supply to the point of consumption? The point of consumption is where you are consuming the electrics, is the guys in this hall. The guys that are not in this hall are the guys that are not competing to be the best. These guys have taken their projects, they've presented to the judges that they don't even know, and they've said to those judges, we are the best. Every single one of them sitting in here as a finalist is a winner because they are members of the ECA, they know what they're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 7th Annual ECA Presidential Excellence Awards 2018. These awards have been made possible by the following sponsors: Nestle, Helaman Titan, Brother, Voltex, Copper Development Association Africa, Major Tech, Schneider Electric, Novare, Comtest, Momentum, and Mufaro Employee Benefits. Please welcome your host, Rams Mabode.
The video said, please welcome your host. So please welcome your host. Yeah, something like that. So most of you would be familiar with the story. A few years ago, Jesus Christ stopped at a very small town. And in that small town, after doing his job, just before he departed, there was a blind man in that community. And he said, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, please have mercy on me. And Christ saved this man from his blindness, and he got some vision. That was exactly 7 years ago. This man was marking Jericho, and he had a vision to do something like this. This is why we're here today. It happened in Jericho, I remember very well. Mark and Fikwe, well done, mate. As the prompter told you, my name is Rams Mabote. I'm making a second comeback. It's called The Tender Was Won Again, and the Guptas were not involved. And I have no disclaimer, I had a terrible flu last year, but because ECA has a very terrible sense of humor, they pay before the job. I had to do it even in the flu. So this time, I'm very, very well, and thank you very much for your patronage. I am privileged to be your host tonight. I'm going to call up stage President Gil Labuschagne to give us his welcome speech with a very warm round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. To the 7th Annual Presidential Awards of the Electrical Contractors Association of South Africa. Welcome to all our sponsors who have made tonight a reality. Welcome to fellow members, guests, advertisers, and the finalists. I'm sure that everybody here tonight will enjoy seeing the best of the electrical contracting industry being honored. I'd also like to welcome our past presidents here tonight and thank each of you for the leadership role within the ECA South Africa. As you all know, an electrical contractor doesn't have the time to organize an event like this, and therefore I must say a special word of appreciation to Zintle Ramashala and all the staff members who were involved with the arrangements to make this event successful. You've done a great job. Many of you will know that we launched Wired, our bi-monthly electronic newsletter, in June last year. And I'm proud to share with you, who doesn't know yet, that on the 30th of October, this news newsletter won the Best Association e-newsletter award at the Africa Association's Congress in Pretoria. I would like Mark and Erika just to stand up that everybody can see you too. Right, congratulations to Mark and his vision, and to Erika for her initiative and implementation of this newsletter, which has been well supported by our advertisers and readers. This new newsletter is even get read overseas in Europe, so that it gives you some idea how far these things are going. I'm very proud to be part of this Electrical Contractors Association of South Africa, which is an organization that is driven by its members. Congratulations to all the finalists and all the winners of tonight's Presidential Excellence Awards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I forgot to share another rule, by the way. If by any chance you're going to take a selfie and you plan to send it to, say, your spouse, send it quickly so that you're not hacked. I'm just saying. It is very important, and probably my other advice would be delete it after sending. It's not ministerial. So we're going to start with our very first award. And I'm going to call Mr. President to come back on stage. I'm doing that because I'm just giving you a bit of exercise, Mr. President. And I'm also going to ask Mark Mfikwe, Stephen Kola, and brother to also come up stage. So the award is the Training Host Employer of the Year.
In the category Training Host Employer, sponsored by Brother, the finalists are Vinny's Electrical, DC Africa, DC Electrical, Ali's Electrical, and M&D Electrice.
I'm going to accept you guys will be the guinea pigs. You made the first mistake. That's okay. I will not accept it to the next recipients. Have we got everybody on stage? So, the winner is Venice Electrical. Congratulations in Venice Electrical. So we're going to eat soon. But before we do that, Mark, I'm going to ask you to stay on stage. And I'm also going to ask Chris Kuhn to join us on stage. Highfeld is going to make a check presentation to campus. Is Chris here? Thank you very much. Starters will be served.
These awards have been made possible by the following sponsors: Nestlife, Helaman Titan, Brother, Voltex, Copper Development Association Africa, Major Tech, Schneider Electric, Novare, Comtest, Momentum, and Mufaro Employee Benefits.
Now we're talking. Okay, now that we've had our starters, and please continue to eat if you're still eating, we're going to go to all the awards back to back. I'll keep on reminding you as we go forward about the rules as you forget them, and I know you will forget them. So again, I'm going to ask past President Johnny Canif and Voltex to come up stage to present the award for Installation of the Year Award Residential Houses.
In the category Installation of the Year, Residential Housing, sponsored by Voltex. The finalists are J. Turner Electrical, Prun Kloof, Veister Electrice, House Numalo.
I know I'm in the New South Africa when my white compatriots can take instructions from a black man. Thank you for the applause. You're doing very well. Continue doing that. So the winner is J. Turner Electrical. And the next award, First Vice President Graham Clark and CDA are going to come up on stage to present the award for Installation of the Year Award Residential Complexes.
In the category Installation of the Year Residential Complexes, sponsored by Copper Development Association Africa. The finalists are PJ Boyson Electrical Projects, Stain City Stand 65, J Turner Electrical, Casa Savas, Edison Power, Pearl Sky Umhlanga, Face der Electrice, Heritage Hill Estate, and Marbet Electrical Solutions.
And the winner is PJ Boyson Electrical, Stay in City Stand number 65. And again, to the finalists as they come up, it is very important that I remind you that we need to pose for pictures. Please don't stand too far back of the stage. The camera people can focus very well if you're at the back. So they need you slightly up front and smile. It's a production. We need you to smile. It's very important for us. These gentlemen's tenders depend on your smiles. So please. The next award has no video, so we're gonna hand out an award. And I'm gonna ask the President Gil Labuskaghni and the National Director Mark Mfikwe to come up stage to hand out an award for ECA Regional Office of the Year. The winners, Meadowdale Training Center, William Marava, please come up stage. One of the things that give me great comfort in life is that I play better golf than Mark Mfikwe. Because if I didn't, I tell you, this guy gives instructions to everyone. As you could see on stage, he was instructing me about stuff. He always does give instructions. At least on the golf course, he can't give me instructions. It's such a relief. And I'm gonna keep it that way, Mark. For as long as I live, I'm gonna work on this handicap to stay below yours. The next award, Second Vice President Dave Alcock and Hellerman, please come on stage.
In the category Apprentice of the Year, Male, sponsored by Hellerman Titan. The finalists are Stefan Roberts, Designer Lighting, Tian Surf, Designer Lighting, and Zamani Kanzi, ET's Electrical.
And the winner, Male Apprentice of the Year Award, Zamani Kanzi, ET Electrical. The hashtag remains at PAE2018 2018 on Twitter, at ICASA9, and Facebook, Electrical Contractors Association. We are monitoring your participation on that page, and we're not impressed at the moment. So do up that game as you have upped the game of uploading and welcoming the winners. Please do participate on that page. The next award, Female Apprentice of the Year award, I'm going to ask Peter Dutoy, Rikas Kenny, and brother to come up stage to present this award.
In the category Apprentice of the Year, Female, sponsored by Brother. The finalists are Ramatso Sibongile, Edison Power Johannesburg, Magdalene Maila, Edison Power Johannesburg, and Lily Mapangwa, Vela Electrolytes.
Is Lily Mapangwa Vela Electrolyte. Wicked sense of humor that the female award is sponsored by Brother. But thank you very much, Brother, for sponsoring that. You guys are good. Not all men are stressed. I'll be the sister in the company. I'll join you. The next award is going to be presented by Tembe Mwemba, Franz Cronier, and Schneider. Is Best Contributor to Energy Efficiency Award.
In the category Best Contributor to Energy Efficiency, sponsored by Schneider Electric. The finalists are Besamandla, Sand Park Project, Besamandla, Exa Uppington, and Besamandla Exa Kimberley.
The judges tell me this was one of the most difficult to judge because it was which company is going to win this. So it's a difficult one, but they had to get to a conclusion at some point. A toss of a coin did not work, so they had to work harder. So the winner is Besamandla Sand Parks Project. No. Congratulations. I'm going to continuously thank you for participating in this production. It's very important, it's good, but also it will make you hungry, which makes the dinner very fruitful. And it's very important that you're hungry when we feed you. In government, when you don't eat, we call it fruitless expenditure. Except it just goes to a few billions every annum. I don't get it. But I don't understand anyway. I'm going to keep quiet. I should have asked my previous presenters to stay upstage because it's the same name. So Tembe Mwemba, Franz Cronier, and Schneider, please come back.
In the category Best Contributor to Renewable Energy, sponsored by Schneider Electric, the finalists are Besamandla, Sand Parks Project.
Yay! Yay! Well, by the way, I had not announced the winner yet because it was going to be a difficult one, but they sort of imagined with one contestant, there has to be one winner. So, Besamandla Sandparks Project, well done. Chris Kuhn, Franz Wanepoel, and Novari, please come up stage to present the Reticulation Contractor of the Year award.
In the category Reticulation Contractor of the Year, sponsored by Novare. The finalists are B&W Instrumentation Electrical Gamsberg Mine Projects, Besamandla Ilanga Solar, Besamandla AXA East London, Caterridge Electric Project Sunrise, and Caterridge Electric Ammonia Plant Upgrade.
There's a bit of drama on stage. It seems certificates are not held by the right people for the right. So you may end up with the wrong right winner, so to speak. So the winner is B&W Instrumentation Electrical Sandpark Project. Hey, the winner. Where's your certificate? Cecil Lancaster, Danny Easterhays and Momentum, please come up stage to hand the award, Installation of the Year Award, Retail and Shopping Centers.
In the category Installation of the Year, Retail and Shopping Centers, sponsored by Momentum. The finalists are Edison Power Gauteng, Soshanguve South View, Duzi Cube, Checkers Hyper Centurion, JBN Power, Harton Court Hyde Park.
And the winner is Edison Power Gauteng, Soshanguve South View. With him. We are doing very well. I've got one small group of delinquents and they're the award presenters. So I need to talk to my award presenters. As you arrive on stage, you go to my left and collect the certificates. You walk up stage a bit so that the contestants, rather the finalists can be closer with you. 3, very important and very important. When I announce the winner, one of you picks up the trophy on this side and give it to the winner. They can't be without a trophy. Please. Everyone else is doing well, especially the finalists. Well done. So, and I know the next award presenters are going to get it right because it's a fresh instruction. Lucas Bowles. There we go. I'm going to get some name wrong. Taijin Nabal and Mufaro.
In the category Installation of the Year, Office Blocks, sponsored by Mufaro. The finalists are Brand Engineering, Scuderia House, Besamandla, Platenburg Magistrate Court, and Edison Power KZN, University of Fort Hare.
And the winner is Brand Engineering, Scuderia House. I have just been told, and I need to share it with you, that I won't be back here next year. It's Tijan Nabal. This is just a trick for us not to get the land back. Chantonette Pillay, Dave Alcock and Nest Life are going to come upstage to help me present the Installation of the Year Award, Hotels and Hospitals.
In the category Installation of the Year, Hotels and hospitals. Sponsored by Neslife. The finalists are Besamandla Net Care Hospital, Edison Power Johannesburg, Times Square Maslow's Hotel, ISE Group, Shmuari Private Game Reserve,
and the winner is Besamandla Net Care Hospital. I'm going to ask Neslife to remain behind, and probably the better looking part of the family. No, you can still come, Brafusi. It's okay. The both of you. And Mark Mfiko, please come back on stage. The next award is the National Safety Award, and I understand why you have to have some safety around you, Brafusi.
in the category National Safety Award, sponsored by Neslife. The finalists are Reliant Electric, Edison Power Johannesburg, Liquid Telecom Midrand, Brand Engineering Office and Warehouse, Edison Power KZN, University of Forte Libraries, and B&W Instrumentation Electrical, Gamsberg Mine Project.
The winner is Reliant Electric. I'm not the one to speak foul of religious icons, but I must say, even though Christ gave Mark the vision, he could have done better in fixing the potholes in his hometown. Did you guys go to the wedding? Damn it! There were more potholes than road. Maybe there's an opportunity for electrical contractors to also do potholes and help Mark's village. So the next category, I'm going to ask Pierre Foot, Thurston Duncan, and Comtest to come up and present the award for Installation of the Year Award, Industrial.
In the category Installation of the Year, Industrial, sponsored by Comtest. The finalists are Besamandla Ilanga CSP Cable Tray Installation, Caterridge Electric, Samatom Tire Manufacturing, Caterridge Electric, Ammonia Plant Upgrade, Reliant Electric, Carltonville Waste Management, Edison Power, Chrome-Tech Tailing Retreatment Chrome, and B&W Instrumentation Electrical, Gamsberg Mine Projects.
Ma'am, I can tell you've done this before. You're always smiling for the camera. I wish you could teach the other guys to do the same thing. Well done. We have a tie. The winners are, I said it's a tie, so we're going to applaud like crazy for both of them. Besamandla Ilanga, CSP Cable Tray, and Caterridge Sumitomo Tire Manufacturing. There are two things I never do in life. One of them is that I never praise myself. And the other one came from a special friend, Nelson Mandela, who told me never to name drop. So I'm going to tell you that we're doing very well in terms of time, and I think it's because of me. So well done. Mark, if you still have the energy, I'm going to ask you to come back on stage. Herman Krill, I'm sure it's Herman, and Major Tech, please come up stage to present the award.
In the category Special Innovative Projects Award, sponsored by Major Tech, the finalists are Edison Power, Liquid Telecom Midrand, GPA Elite, Mandela Gala Dinner, Designer Lighting app, and Designer Lighting Christmas Lighting.
I'm hoping that at some point tonight we'll have a special award for the photographers. They take the stage like crazy. So the winner in this category is Edison Power Gauteng Liquid Telecom Midrand. When they always said that the end of apartheid was freedom for every South African, I thought it was an exaggeration until the gentleman who just won now did the power sign. I thought that was a sign that everybody got liberated in 1994. Well done, mate. We got 2 more categories to go, 2 more. Then we eat and drink. So the next category, the presenter of the category, you may or may not have seen one of them, is Mark Mfikwe, Stephen Kohler, and Helman Titan. And the award is Overall Apprentice of the Year Award.
In the category Overall Apprentice of the Year, sponsored by Helman Titan, the winner is Zamani Kanzi, ETS Electrical.
We can never overemphasize the need for apprentices in this country. And I thought Helman Titan deserved one more opportunity to say a word or two because it's a very important award.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to be chosen and given the opportunity to sponsor the Overall Apprentice of the Year. And not only does he receive the trophy, but he'll also receive 30,000 rands worth of Helman Titan product of his choice, as well as an opportunity to serve an apprenticeship with Helman Titan at his pleasure. Thank you very much, Mark. Good stuff.
Thank you very much. So last year we had a magician here and there was not enough magic, but no, from the audience, not from the magician. There was not enough magic. So tonight we thought we'd liven it up. So do know that during dinner, we're going to have a presentation by a stand-up comedian. That's not me. I can't be funny. I don't know how to be. So there's going to be a stand-up comedian. You want to be listening to him. He's an amazing young man who's done great in this sector. So I'm not going to tell you his name yet. The final award. I'm going to ask Lumi Naidu and Erika Van Sale to come up to present the Best Woman-Owned Business of the Year award.
In the category Woman-Owned Business of the Year, sponsored by Electrical Contractors Association. The finalists are HUG and Swatek Electrical.
I'm going to ask that as I announce the winner, that we go especially crazy for this one. It's the final award, special award, Best Woman-Owned Business of the Year award. And it goes to, I hope it's the company that's on stage because the other company did not rock up. Swatek Electrical. So, as I did warn you, dinner is served. And we're going to do it the very same way. This half of the room is going to go that way, and we're going to go the other way, this half of the room. And after that, after dinner, we're going to have a thank you presentation by the National Director of ECA, Mr. Malcolm Fikwe.
Sure, thank you. I would be a very ungrateful person if I did not acknowledge the amazing efforts and exceedingly great results achieved by a person that calls herself my executive PA, Zintle Ramashala. She is much more than that. No PA organizes this. I challenge anyone that has got a PA and tell me that she will organize this and basically ask a question once in a while. Zintle, you are an absolute star and you make me look good. Part of my job before I go is to introduce to you the guy that is going to look after you this evening. The story that I'm told about him, and thank you, Rams. I'll see you at the golf next week, and we'll hear the story about your handicap. I hear that there was 3 little boys. One of them, Mpho's son. But he looked a bit weak. And boys being boys, they competed about the sizes and strength of their fathers. So one goes, my pa is groter as julle 2 pa's. Sê, hoe groot is jou pa? Sê, as my pa regop staan, dan sien hy bo die bome. Zerada, my pa is groter as jou pa. Zeg, hoe groot is Johnny? Says, as my pa rechtop staan, dan sien je boven die wolken. Now that's the highest you go. Now come, Posan. My pa is groter as julle twee pa's. Huh? Hoe groot is jou pa? Zeg, okay, vertel me eens. Wat sien jou pa as hy boven die wolken kyk? Ze sien 'n groot gat. Sê ja, dis my pa se gat daar. Pops. Okay. Hello. I'm coming there. I'm coming. How you guys doing? Hello, brand new wife. How are you? Hey, brand new. Low mileage. No. Still under motor plane. Hey, new wife. Ladies and gents, Uncle Rams promised us that we are going to have a good time tonight. He promised us we're going to move these tables. We're going to have a good time. What Uncle Rams didn't tell you is who we have here tonight, so he asked me to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone all out this year. Do you guys know a DJ by the name of DJ Black Coffee? His friend Tulani is here with us. Oh, okay. Yeah! Whoa. They are friends. They know each other. And guys, don't worry, I've been briefed. Don't worry, I've been briefed. I know who's who in the room. I can see who's who in the room. You can always see who the big bosses are in the room just by looking around, you know? You can see, judging by the hairstyles. Once the hairstyles start looking like weather forecasts, partly cloudy with a scattered chance of growth, you know, this is leadership here. This is leadership. This is not the hairstyle of an employee. This is not the owner. It's the owner. If your hair can still be gelled up, employee. That is an employee hairstyle. That still intact, gellable employee. But ladies and gents, you know, for me, I think we're living in such an amazing time as South Africans because one thing's happened over the years. Our cultures have come together, you know? And I say this as a child who grew up during those days. I was part of that generation that was the first to move into this new South Africa. Do you understand? Things were different back then, but we got used to them. Do you understand? I was in the era where we were the first to go to Model C schools. So our parents couldn't prepare us for Model C schools. They were just happy we got in. Do you understand? They just dropped us at the gates and they're like, bye. Come back and talk English, okay? Bye. They didn't prepare us. They didn't tell us we're going to talk differently, we're going to meet Indian friends, colored friends, white friends. They couldn't prepare us. So you must understand, certain things confused me, guys, my whole school career. Things like idioms. He who laughs last, laughs the last. Why? Guys, I used to think skating on thin ice was a compliment for years. For years. My mom would ask, how's it going there? Mama, they say I'm skating. Da. On a thin ice, Mama, do you know how much skills you need as a skater to skate on a thin ice? Guys, the first time my teacher said, I have a bone to pick with you, I thought my teacher was hitting on me. I was like, how, ma'am? You know, when your friends are like, yeah, let's go play. Like, gents, listen, I can't play. Yeah. Gonna be picking bones with ma'am during second break, Baba. But it was cool though, living in that era. And
And being from the township and coming to suburbia every day. Because you must understand, things were a bit different then, you know? Even the diseases we had were different. No, let's be honest. Black people, let's be honest. We only discovered bronchitis by 2001. Up until then, it was just flu. That's all we had, flu. Finished. Then bronchitis came with a bass cough. Hey, bronco. Things only attack you when you get medical aid. You can't survive bronco just in jail with no medical aid. Levels. So we had different excuses we could use for missing days at school. Do you understand? Being the kids from the township. Like, one of the excuses we could use for being absent was we had umsebenzi at home. Umsebenzi, Uncle Harry, basically translates to we had work at home. Because as a black person, you never stop working. You work here, you die, you're an ancestor, then you work for the people who are still here. You never stop working. So that's umsebenzi. It's where you slaughter an animal to communicate the work. Or as I'd like to call it, the original version of Facebook. Because you slaughter to log in. Therefore, you poke your ancestors, update your status with them, and then they can inbox you a reply as to what to do next with your life. That's the one excuse. The other excuse you can use being a boy from the township is you went to the mountains for load shedding. But the problem with that excuse is you can only use it. Guys, I forgot that I used it. I forgot. I came to school very confident. My teacher was like, excuse me, where have you been for the past 4 days? Like, ma'am, I was at the mountains. Again! And this is where to be quick on my feet. I was like, yeah, ma'am, I can reveal this thing is called a foreskin. Yeah, so they cut 2 the last time, and then I went back to finish the rest. It was a different time, guys. It was a different time. You understand? I used to make that commute every day from township to suburbia back. And it was during the times when most of my friends in the township didn't. So I had to report back to them every day. I was the social media of back in the day. I told them things that they didn't know in 1993. Things they were not privy to. I knew at the tender age of 6 that white people don't have locks on their fridges. You know, your friends are like, oh, you mean you can just open anytime? Oh. Because you know, as Magogo would sleep with the key over here, you are not getting in that fridge, Baba. Because you must understand, we lived differently, you know, we lived differently. Like, I grew up in a 4-room house. Uncle Harry, not 4 bedrooms, 4 rooms. The whole house. Nothing wrong with the 4-room house. Problem is, there were 7 of us in those 4 rooms. And depending on your age and size, that would determine where you slept. If you were between 0 and 3, you was in the basin. Between 4 and 7, bathtub. Between 8 and 11, you are either on the side of the beds or by the feet. Sometimes you wake up with an athlete's eye. You don't know, you just... And then from about 13 to 15, you were in the wardrobe. Hanging in order. And our problem, guys, was my uncle. We had that uncle that he didn't care what day of the week it was. My uncle would come home. You know when someone's taken it too far, when they shush themselves, when they walk past the mirror, you know? Shh. Guys, my uncle would come home on a Tuesday, 2 a.m. He'll get to the door. Uncle Harry, this is Soweto. 2 a.m. You can't just open for anyone. My poor grandmother would get up and put on her shiny gown. You know that shiny, shine. That Gladys Knight, shine. That one that looks like it's got glycerine on it. That shiny shine. Whenever you hug her, you slide off that shine. And then she'll put on her slippers and then she'll just slide to the door. Because you know, gout, you can't bend your feet. You can't. And then she'll get to the door, she'll ask, Kimang! Which means, who's there? No response. Hela! Kimang! Which means, Umkheri, Hela, who's there? Still, no response. So at this point, I'm worried because I'm thinking, who the hell's playing Tok Toki at this time? Do you know what I mean? So I get out of the wardrobe. I open the curtain and I look outside and I can see it's him. It's my uncle. I'm looking at him, guys. But the problem is every time this guy bangs on the door and my grand asks, Kimang! This punk is busy going, guys, we grew up rough. We grew up rough. But in the midst of all of this, ladies and gentlemen, I found my best friend. My best friend is a guy by the name of JP. JP and I have been friends for 25 years, guys. JP's white, I'm black. We learned at a young age that we live in a country that sees color. Therefore, we can use that to our advantage. Because in our relationship, we don't. We know how to operate. Do you know what I mean? We know. Like we know if we're in Cape Town, JP must do the dinner reservations. And when we're in Joburg, he knows if we're drinking and driving, I must drive. Because my white friends, you guys know you don't do well at roadblocks. No, because it's a facial recognition system. Do you understand? Uncle Harry, from your complexion to Uncle Muhammad, you can't drink. You can't. Because you are a dead giveaway. Facial dead giveaway. I don't know, like my white friends, when they drink, they go red immediately. Can you imagine in winter, now you're looking sunburnt? What's going on? What? So that's why I must drive. So anything from my complexion to you, leadership. If you are in this color range, you are safe. You must just master the second phase of the roadblock. Speaking. Phase 2 is talking to the cop. As soon as that window comes down, you must master the art of speaking inwards. Because you know our cops, as soon as that window comes down, he comes in. Hello? So as soon as he comes in, you must master the art of speaking inwards. As soon as he says, hello, hello. Where do you come from? Petwood. But you must be careful because there will be those words that will throw you off. Just be careful. Just be careful because you're going to get confident. You'll ask a couple of questions. Be careful. You'll say, were you drinking? Me. Never. Yo! Now it's out there. Now he knows. He knows you know that he knows. It's rough. Now you must bribe. It's rough. And the bribery never goes down well, especially when I'm with JP. Because JP's been my friend for 25 years, guys. He never speaks vernac to me. But the moment we're in front of cops, he wants to use all the vernac he knows. Sani bonani malumi. Spuza amanzila baba warasa wena man warasa. Because the cop will start hinting that this is the way things should go. So he'll go, hey, gents, so where do we go from here? Umkheri, that's sign number 1 for cold drink. But JP panics. Please, Malumi, not the police station. Please, we can't. I don't want a criminal record. Please, shh, relax. And then he'll ask another way, still in English. So, how do we solve this? Not with handcuffs, Malumi, please, not with handcuffs. Shh, man. So for me, I've learned to operate in this beautiful country of ours, ladies and gentlemen. Because from a young age, I've realized that as South Africans, we just have to learn to accept ourselves for who we are. And I feel like we've done that over the years, ladies and gentlemen. We've done that. We have to accept each other and stick together and work together. You can't, when things get rough, wanna run away. No, we're here together. Last year, we almost lost our country to one Indian family. One. They almost stole our country with our money. Guys, do you realize what almost happened last year? But we fought together. It was the first time in my life I saw white people marching. It was amazing. So none of this thing of what, because I've noticed with JP, that there's only one thing that I've noticed with my relationship with JP. There's only one thing that I've noticed that's different between us. White people can afford to be angry, not like us. Do you understand? I've noticed, like with JP has a level of anger that I don't think I can afford. No, I'll give you an example, guys. The smallest thing happened to him the other day. The small. He got smashed and grabbed at the robots. Quick, 34 seconds, done. He came home furious. Jeez, Miranda, you're not going to believe what just happened to me now, okay? This egg comes out of nowhere, he smashes my window, grabs my iPhone, my cigarettes, and my Danny K CD. And his wife was like, he took your Danny K CD? Yeah, but he threw it back in. But listen, you're not focused. Focus here, Miranda, focus. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Pack up the kids, we're going to Australia. Every time my white friends get angry, they want to go to Australia or New Zealand or England. Do you know what I always say, guys? I'm like, look around, guys. This is our Australia. No matter how rough things get for black people, you will never hear say, Agnes, anyege. Pack up the kids, we're going to Ghana. Never! Never! And guys, I've seen it. I've seen it in even the way they fight as a couple, those two. The way they fight as a couple, I've been privy to it. We were on the highway. Driving. I actually can't believe you, JP. I actually can't believe you. I thought tonight was supposed to be about us. You're going to take me to my favorite restaurant for dinner, some quiet time. But you ended up taking me to Spur to watch soccer with your friends. I actually can't do this. Stop this car. I want to get out now. Highway. Oh, babe, don't you think you're exaggerating? Shut up, JP. Stop this car. I want to get out now. Highway. See. We have the same fights. Highway. You know, for us, it's not a fringe, it's a bonnet. And then you service the engine and then new wife, you know. And also the car's like this because the wheel alignment is Marampo, how many times must I ask you to pay for the DSTV, Mare? We're going to a house and there is no idols, no OPW. Next! Anyege, this cannot be my life. Stop this car. Mfunu Puma. Highway. Marma Pebeza, don't you? Highway now! Misalamoto Mfunu Puma. Highway. See. The troop. The troop. Big seat. Do you know how much a cab costs from the highway? Guys, I've seen it. Guys, I've seen it. JP has levels of rage that I've never had. And we have the same rage. We grew up together. I've seen JP pick up his cell phone and throw it against the wall. In anger. Papa, in your 49 years of life, have you ever thrown a cell phone against the wall? You see? We have the same rage. But due to financial circumstances, it has to be calculated. I've been in that moment where I'm angry and I pick up my phone. I said I'll pay, and then I look for the couch. I said I'll pay for this DSTV, man. How many times must I talk to you about this thing? Please phone my phone. I want to make sure it's... But it's beautiful, guys. For me, to watch how far we've come as a nation, how much we've grown, to see our cultures come together, to see us do things together. It was beautiful when we marched together to protect our country. It's beautiful that we have events that are similar. You know, our black people, we have white weddings now. It's a normal thing, it's a norm. Now we've moved on to the next level. We're having surprise birthday parties. Except the surprises are different. Like, daddy, you still alive? It's a surprise, nonetheless, it's a surprise. But in saying that, ladies and gents, I still feel like there's one occasion in our lives that will never change. And we must be okay with that. One event in our lives that will never ever change. And that is our funerals. Guys, when it comes to funerals, we are completely different. And I noticed it with JP's dad. When JP's dad passed away, JP's dad was a CEO of a company, CEO. I noticed when it comes to funerals, white people don't love each other as much. Because JP's dad was a big man, CEO, big man. There were 40 people at the funeral, 40. Some finger foods. One guy came up to say a speech. One guy came up. Jesus. Can't believe Daryl's gone, eh? Sorry, bud. Thank you. I was like, what? Guys, do you understand a black funeral? A black funeral. Do you understand this whole room? Everyone in here. At a black funeral, doesn't matter who you were. You could have been a simple servant. You could have been a painter, a gardener. Everyone in here. That's half of the food line at a black funeral. And it's often in that line where you find out what happened to the guy that died. Okay. Oh, shame. Yeah, ngicela beetroot. Okay. Oh, shame. Yeah, ngicela chicken. Fuck it. Oh, shame. Yes. And I even noticed the way we mourn at our funerals is completely different. It's different. Like, with my white friends, when they cry, it's more of a within. I can't believe there's a and then you guys do that bold and beautiful thing where one tear comes out, you try to push it back in. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. We mourn differently. For us, mourning is an important part of the funeral. If you go deeper into Africa, you'll realize that crying is so important in funerals. They hire people to cry. If you can hire someone to come and cry. Do you understand? So somewhere out there, there's someone auditioning people like, Let's hear. Ah, okay, okay. Come back on Sunday. Come back on Sunday. We need you. Here's a golden ticket. Because you have to understand, for us, we're so hectic in our time of mourning that when we cry, the sound only comes afterwards. Do you understand? If you had to see a mama crying at a township funeral, this is what you'll see. Yeah! Vuka Moses! It's different. And for me, a kid who went to Model C school, I was always sheltered by all these things because I was also naive, you know, because I spent my days with JP and Andrew and Josh. I was naive. I thought things were the same everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought the schools in Soweto were the same as the schools in the suburbs. I learned the hard way when they finally allowed one of the schools in Soweto to come and compete with us athletically. Because we were there, we were ready. And our team captain was amping us up. We were sitting in our stands. It's like, okay, guys, listen. When these other schools get you, we need to let them know it's boss, okay? Okay. And we could hear the other schools coming in. We could hear them pulling in their buses and their aero coaches. We could hear them. Delta Park Primary, Emerentia Park. Could hear them singing. The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round. Round and round, the wheels of the bus go round and round all day long. And we heard them come off the buses. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. Then we had Thokoza Park Primary arriving in their ventures. Womkhere, you're probably wondering what's a venture. Imagine a G-Wagon that lost its job 14 years ago. Is living off a grant. We had them coming in with their ventures. And we had, because we could hear them singing. They got out the ventures. They sat down. Stephen was like, okay, everyone's here. Okay, stop. We need to let them know it's boss, okay? Okay, are you guys ready? You guys ready? And ladies and gentlemen, please, if you were a Model C, feel free to join in if you know the words. Papa, obviously you guys are not. You can sit this one out, Papa. They didn't have these ones in exile. So. Thank you for everything you did, though. Thank you. We are here. Thank you for dodging the tear gas, rubber bullets, the Alsatians. Thank you. We are here. But this one is for us. I can see Model C in the models. There was a young man on stage with glasses. Yes, we're together, brother. I was like, oh, there he is. I was like, shouldn't this guy be studying for exams? You're with me. Okay. So Stephen turned around. He's like, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. I said a rocker chicka boom. I said a rocker chicka boom. I said a rocker chicka laka chicka rocker chicka boom. Your inner black slipped out. Hi. Oh, hey. And that's how we knew it was on. So we started and we thought now is the perfect time to move the spirit, right? So we started. We went, we've got the spirit. Yes, we do. We've got the spirit. How about you? And we moved it to them. They were supposed to respond and say, yes, we've got the spirit. Yes, we do. We've got the spirit. And then pass it to the next school. How about you? But their team captain, Jabulani Mqagazi, absorbed all the spirit we sent him. Okay. Mina, okay. And he turned around to his team, he's like, "Ni ready." Ni ready? And then they all faced us. And please, if you were never a Model C, it's your chance. Jabulan turned around, he looked at it and said, Niyaba Sabana! Hai! Asiba Sab! Siyaba! Niyaba Sabana! Hai! Asiba Sab! Siyaba Fu! At this point, all of my white friends are looking at me like this. Dude, what are they saying? So now obviously I'm stuck in the middle, I must translate. They're saying, are you afraid of them? No, we're not afraid. We're gonna kill them. Who's them? Hi, it's you guys. Me, I live with them. Show my Kenya! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mpo Pops Munikwan. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for having me, ECA.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mpo Pops. And now, let this party begin. But maybe before I do, milestones are important things to acknowledge in life. And some 40 years ago, an institution that became quite important in the electrical industry was born. And it's only important, and it's only appropriate that we need to acknowledge the milestone that that institution managed to reach this year. In 2018, Edison Power turned 40 years. A long-standing and loyal member of the Electrical Contractors Association, and I noticed that their boss man, Mr. Vivian Reddy, was around. I joined them for photos outside. Congratulations. Keep it going. Business is tough out there. Let's continue fighting. Dessert is going to be served. And is it? Yeah, dessert is going to be served. But as we so do, we will listen to the cool sounds of DJ KG Rapasha and Tavins Mongale. Take it away. Gentlemen, let's party.
So it's my first time I'm here, so it's very, very nice feeling and everything, and to win, it's just amazing. It's very nice.
I don't know. How can I say? I feel jumping right out to the atmosphere, because I never thought about this. It's just been a shock. I don't know what to say,
I don't know how to explain the feeling, because last year I came number 2. Then this year I didn't know what is going to happen. But then I thank God and I thank my boss believing in me and ECA to help me to come this far. Then I really appreciate. I'm very happy. I don't know how to explain. I'm overwhelmed.
How does it feel? How are you feeling about this? Yeah, it was unexpected. I'm so excited because I was nominated, then I won.
I'm quite ecstatic. This particular one is the biggest battery system in South Africa, so I'm actually quite proud that we got the award, and I'm hoping we're going to win some more. So thank you very much, and thank you to Schneider, and thank you to the ECA.
So what does this mean for your company? What does this mean for your team? What does this does it motivate you?
Just the beginning of great things for us. That's all the motivation we need.
Static and beautiful and stunning and everything. It's exceptional. Working for a company like Edison Power with the years that we've come through, exceptional.
I'm very excited. It's my first time here this evening, so I'm glad to be here. And I had one finalist. This is the other one, which is an award. So I'm quite happy about that. And yeah, this project was very challenging. Quick turnaround, a number of obstacles. but we got it done on time, in budget, and good result, and glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome.
Very excited. No, first time here, so truly excited.
Awesome, awesome. So what does this mean for you and your team? Does it motivate you guys to work even harder?
It does, yes it does. Because we've been in the trade for more than 30 years, so it keeps us going.
No, we are very happy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is our second time we're winning this award, so we're very proud. Yeah, very proud to be part of this company. Thanks very much.
I'm so happy and we're so excited that we won this project because we worked really hard on this and it was really hard for us. So we're very happy.
Look, it's a team effort. It's a long time coming. We've been nominated a few times, so we have won now this time around, and it's all credit to the management, all the people who work. So credit to them. This is for them. I just collected it on their behalf.
I'm very excited. It was a hard project. It was a difficult one. We put a long hours in it, but I'm very proud of my team and everything they've done.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I don't know what to say. If it wasn't my boss or ECA, I wouldn't be here. I want to thank ECA, my boss, but unfortunately he's not around.
I think we feel so overjoyed.
Yeah, it's a fantastic feeling, I must say. Quite surprising and it's a good feeling. Excellent.
We are in a male-dominated industry. What we do is not much recognized because they are thinking that it's more male that are doing it. And being the brain of a vehicle, especially the vehicle that is a military vehicle. And when you see that car driving, you think, that is me. So normally they think it's man. You know what? I think from here we were saying, now we are going to make money. Not for ourselves, but for our staff. Because if we work harder, then we are able to feed the 60 employees that we have. So this says to us, we need to work harder.
And they will be very proud of us. So I'm sure this is going to be an excellent motivation for them too.